Hello, this is Michael at My Crooked Road Homestead. Hope everyone's getting along all right today. Well, we're going to get started on this. This is going to be part one on this new rabbit tractor design. So, going to get started. Now, I don't know how many of you people out there build your cages and everything, but I'm going to share this with the people that have never built one, never built a cage of any type. And these tractors, there's one right out there that's got my doe and my buck in it. That tractor out there is 2 foot wide and 8 foot long, and it's got two compartments in it. So, and that tractor there's got a divider in it. These tractors here won't. They'll have a divider, but they won't have that piece of inch and a half in there. So the this is a two-hole tractor is what it is. What we're building is a two-hole tractor. And that's all I'm going to build from now on. You know, I built that three-hole tractor and I sold it. It's gone. But with my does, the main reason I'm building these 4 foot long is because I leave the nest box in with the does, and I'm getting ready to this that rabbit up there. She's got babies in there right now. She's got 6 babies in there right now. One of them, she had 7, but one of them died. So she's got 6. So, but I'm gonna start keeping a couple of does out of each one of her litters. I want to get my herd built back up. So that's why I'm building these tractors. But I've got enough material here to build 4 tractors, and I got 2 rolls, and each of these rolls are 25 foot. So, and I've got that. This is half inch. This wire here is half inch by 1 inch wire, 25 foot by 24 inches tall. That laying over there on the floor, that wire over there is 2 foot by inch and a half, and that's 100 foot roll over there. Now I bought this wire has gone up so much in price, it's ridiculous. You know what? I used to give $100 for a 100 foot roll of this wire is what I used to give for this half by 1 inch. Now these rolls here each cost me $55 each. So that's more than double the price, if you figure it out. But it's crazy. But anyway, enough of that. And this type of wire that I'm using I'll show you here. This is it right here. It's yard guard. And that you can see on there it's 24 inches by 25 gauge wire. Right over there it's inch by half inch mesh. And right there it's 16 gauge. Is what it is. It's welded wire. And this I like this wire. I like welded wire. People that use, poultry netting and all that. That's why you have predators get into your tractors or get into your cages because you use that cheap wire, and you can't do that if you want to keep predators out of it. These cages here, I had 2 Great Pyrenees try to get into my uh, 4-holer that I had, that 4-hole cage that I had that was above ground. I had 2 Great Pyrenees try to get into it. They ate the wood off of it, but they never could get through this wire. So that's why I use this wire, and I swear by it. And I'll bet anybody any amount of money they got that they don't have anything that can get into these pens as far as a dog goes or possums. I don't have to worry about possums, raccoons, can't get in it, nothing. So I don't even think a snake could get in these cages because of this half-inch wide wire. Now, I might be wrong about the snakes, but I know, damn sure know, that two Great Pyrenees couldn't get into it. So I'm real happy about that. But anyway, I'm going to give you this is going like I said, this is part one on this rabbit tractor build. Uh, I've got you can see my table here. I've got it on sawhorse, and what I've got is I got a piece of plywood up here that's 8 foot long, and you can see that it's got this inch and a half by inch and a half screwed to it. The reason for that is because what I do is I put this on top like this, put my wire in there like that with this on top like that, put my wire in there, and then I clamp that down. And then that's what I bend my wire over onto is this right here onto this face. So that's why I've got this set up like I do. And it's not hard to do. I can move this back on that wall, get out of my way when I need to get my car in the shop. But and it's easy for me to get a hold of. Back there, you can see it in that mess back there. That's my saw that I built out of a handsaw, out of a handsaw, electric saw that I mounted onto that board. And that's what I use to cut these inch and a half by inch and a half. So I've got this little table saw here. I didn't have it when I built that out there, so I built that saw back there. But any way you can do it, I don't care. But I'm just telling you, I try to make this where we have the least amount, of waste. I hate to have a lot of waste left over. You know, that's why when I buy these 2x4s, you can see them leaned up back there. I buy 8 foot 2x4s, and then I make these inch and a half. But I buy, I think I've got 3 or 4 of them up there. I don't know, a couple anyway. Plus, I've got some that I've already split. But that way, I've got plenty of lumber, and I don't let it hardly go to waste. I don't. I find somewhere to end up using it. And you see that wire laying back there against that wire? I keep all my leftover wire because I can use it, in making more tractors. But I've got it figured out that with one roll of this, I can make 2 tractors. So I can get 4 tractors out of each 2 rolls of this wire that I buy because I use it. Plus, I use that 1x2 wire for the top and bottom. I use this half-inch wire for the sides, the ends, and the divider. So anyway, that's what I do. And then right here, I've got my tools that I've got. I've got a pair of 10 snips there, and then I've got these. I use zip ties anymore. I don't. These are J clip pliers here. If you want to use J clips, well, you can use J clips. But I've got arthritis in my hands, so I found that using these zip ties is a whole lot easier than using the J clips on me. So I use them. I put them in, and then I tighten them down with these needle nose pliers, and then I cut them off with those over there. So that's what you'll need. But what I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to cut any metal today, but I'm going to tell you what your measurements are going to be on this. You're going to need 2 pieces of the half-inch by 1 inch. You're going to need 2 pieces of it. That'll be 2 foot wide by 96 inches long, which is 8 foot. That's what this inch and a half by inch and a half is 96 inches. And then you'll need 3 pieces of it by the half inch by 1 inch. You'll need 3 pieces of it at 24 by 24 inches. That'll be your ends and your divider. And then over there on that 1 inch by 2 inch, you'll need 2 pieces of it, and they'll be 96 inches long. And that'll be your top and your bottom. And that's all the pieces that you'll need. And then I've got up here, you can see these. I don't know if you can see them or not, but those are the tarps that I use on these tractors. And I buy them at Harbor Freight. They're 5 foot by 7 foot tarps, and I think they're $6 or $7 a piece. I used to that first tractor I built. I used that metal you see behind that piece of plywood. I used that metal, but a piece of that metal now is about $30-40. So these tarps are like $6-7. That's a whole lot cheaper. So anyway, well that's the pieces that you're going to need on it. So you can start getting your stuff gathered up, and I will see you on the next video. But as I always say, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up, share it with others, hit the notification bell. Please leave me a comment. Have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.